Hi, my name's Mike Hitch. I'm captain of 142 metre yacht Nord. I think it was excellent, and the reason I think it's excellent is because throughout all our training we do various simulator courses as we do various certificates, but this was completely different because it's not really about rule the road. We're not saying have you gone to port, have you gone to starboard. This was all about sort of a whole scenario. So we're not focusing so much on collision avoidance, we're focusing on how we manage in an emergency, how we react in an emergency, how we use the various crew that we have in an emergency. So that's to me, that was what I took away from this course. Absolutely, and from one reason that a lot of the times you know, new people join on your ship, you have no idea who they are, you've employed them because they tick the boxes for personality, for certificates, but you don't know their competency. And bringing somebody together like this and working as a team is absolutely invaluable. So when you get on the ship, then you know everybody's strengths, weaknesses, things like that. I think so. I think because, you know, I can see from the debriefs that this is one thing, we get to sit in a room and our whole performance is played back in front of everybody else, and you can see exactly how your actions, you can see the bad habits, if you want, that you've got into, and that's what we can, having been told, well, that's, you know, you're not quite doing that right, then maybe in future we can take that back and look at it and do something different. Absolutely. It's all about when you're on a bridge, documenting what you're doing, because that could be used in evidence against or for you at a later date. So, and because things that get recorded on bridges, black boxes, VDRs, it's, you know, what you're actually saying about various things. One thing what I've taken away very much is be very, very careful what information you're putting out into the public domain coming from a super yacht. That's one thing that really, in one exercise we did, came home to us this week. Very challenging, very challenging. And the good thing is that effectively we make the scenarios in the way that our actions then prompt the guys running the simulator to sort of ramp it up. So if we're, you know, if we go down a certain route, or as you call it, a rabbit hole, they will then just keep, you know, you just keep digging and digging and digging until you're in that really big hole. So it's quite a fluid and dynamic experience. It's good. I learned a few things about myself. I learned a little bit about communication, how I communicate with others. And I think a lot of super yacht captains tend to keep everything themselves. They don't want to give information out. They don't want to give tasks out. And you can see that certainly sometimes with me. I want to try and keep things to myself because then I feel more in control about it when I've got it. I think the lesson I will take back is that within the ship we have so many different things we can do as far as drills we can run that can include so many more of the crew. We're all used to doing this standard drill Friday afternoon, we tick the box, we send the form off, but seeing what's being done here is something we can take back and say, okay, well let's involve more of the crew, let's empower them, and hopefully that will increase their interest in what we're doing. 100%. If you're gonna go on one course this year, in any year, come on the West Nautical Command and Control, because it's different to any course I've ever done. It pushes you, great bunch of people, you get to be with your peers, and you get pushed into well outside your comfort zone, places that you don't normally go. It's challenging, super challenging, but it's also a whole bunch of fun too.